Welcome. My name is Mike Otey, and I'm a family educator at the Caron Treatment Centers in Warnersville, Pennsylvania. I've been employed here at Caron now, what would be along the lines of 32 years. And my job is to educate parents and or the loved ones of addicts and alcoholics in order to create a smooth transition back into society after treatment. Now, as I say that to you, the understanding, quite simply, is that the loved one understands both addiction and recovery, their role in that recovery as far as their relationship goes to the addict and or alcoholic. Now, literally, that starts with eliminating some of the myths about addiction. So understanding like how and or why someone is struggling with this disease. But more importantly, when I talk about the myths of addiction, eliminating all of those false perceptions about addicts and alcoholics. First and foremost, that the disease of addiction is not the result of a lack of morals and or ethics, meaning that the addict or alcoholic not literally suffering from this disease because they're a bad person. It doesn't come from bad parenting. Addiction is literally a brain disease. So a lot of those myths are connected to simply social beliefs. It's not the result of the friends that they hang out with. It's not the result of the neighborhood that they grew up in and or their family environment. Now I need to clarify the fact that are there extreme cases where those things are reality? And the answer to that would be yes. If in fact parents used on a regular basis and all the child ever saw was their parent using drugs and alcohol and they grew up to become an addict or an alcoholic, the answer is yes. That would actually be the result of such an environment. But addiction is not the result of bad parenting. Addiction is a brain disease, meaning that an addict or an alcoholic, to oversimplify this, their brain does not respond in the same fashion as a person that does not have this disease. Now, my understanding is that you guys are learning quite a bit about addiction, so I'm not going to dive extensively into that with the assumption that this is information that you guys do have. What I do want to talk about is how families respond to the person in the family that is struggling with this disease. Now, when you begin to think of the myths of addiction, a family member that has a loved one that is struggling with this disease usually takes it very, very, very personal that the person refuses in their mind to stop doing the things that create both the stress, anxiety, and crisis for that family. They rarely understand that the person is out of control. Literally, they cannot control their behavior when it comes to drugs and alcohol. There are decisions that addicts and alcoholics make, and most of those decisions are attempts to control what can't be controlled. And then at some point, when they realize their lack of control, they begin to make decisions to defend their behavior.